Hello everybody and welcome back to The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC. We are finally at the end of it, so we're also not only going to be playing Shel's chapter, but at the end of it we're going to see the epilogue. So this is probably going to be the longest chapter, and it's going to wrap everything up really, really nicely. And there you can see the diner slash gas station. So this is obviously after Russell's chapter because the elderly couple isn't there. All the windows are shot out from when he was shooting at us. There's no walkers around, it's been cleared out. And Shel is 236 days in, and Bonnie was 220, so this is only 13 days after Bonnie's.
Huh? Becca had a good teacher, Steph. Thank you for doing that. She needs something to focus on besides, you know, everything else.
Yeah. Growing up in a world like this, what do you think that does to a kid?
I don't know. I know it's changed me, well, all of us, but at this age, for her, I don't know.
Becca's a good kid. These are shit times, and she's gonna go through that. But if we can keep her from experiencing some of the shit I've seen...
Well, it's the same as Clementine. I mean,
Thanks,
Clementine changed a lot in the 3 months.
Thanks. Becca, that was great.
Thanks, sis. You think we can do something like this every week?
As long as it doesn't distract from keeping this place safe. That's always the priority.
That was amazing, Becca. We could all use a little more music in our lives. Did I ever tell you that I used to play in a band?
Yes, Roman, you've told us. She doesn't want to hear about it again.
All right, all right. In that case, let's get back to work. Oh, and thanks to Boyd's hard work on the vegetable garden, we're having fresh soup tonight. Okay, let's get to it.
You want to help me and Shel do the supply inspection?
Cool. You check the flashlights this time. I'll look over the guns.
Okay, but be careful. People's lives depend on those. We can't have them screwing up because we got lazy.
I'll give the kids some responsibility.
Shel, when you get a sec, meet me out back. Help me feed the watchdogs.
Sure thing.
I don't want to shelter her too much. It's kind of like Clementine, you know. You gotta protect her, but you also gotta teach her about the ways of the world. So we can talk to some of our crew here. Stephanie, Becca, our sister. I don't think we can talk to some of the other members, but what's interesting to note, and you may have noticed, is that some of the members of our group are actually the cancer survivors from the main game.
What did Roman want?
I don't know yet.
Are you gonna find out?
Yeah, in a sec.
Alright, well I guess they got nothing interesting to say, really.
You guys need help?
Nah, we got this. Right, Becca? You go ahead and help Roman out back.
Huh. Still one short. We never found the other flashlight?
Nope. Still in the cornfield somewhere, I guess.
Aha! So, obviously, you could kind of see the silhouettes in the cornfield, and you can also see the colored names. And if you didn't clue in, of course, the people in the cornfield were these guys. Roman and Stephanie, you could see their silhouettes pretty clearly. And they were the ones that were attacking Bonnie and Dee and Leland. So I'm assuming, or I would guess at least, that...
Did you ever find out what happened there?
No. Roman said it was like this when he and Stephanie found the place. Could be anything these days, though.
Still, better not to think about it.
So yeah, my guess is going to be that Dee stole from these guys. She went to their camp and stole from them, and then she tracked them down. How the hell do I get over there? Ah, through the middle. There we go.
Hey, Becca, think we should start charging for the inspections we make?
Oh yeah, then we can spend all our money at nowhere.
Sometimes that helps, interacting with an item or something in the environment, because your character will automatically walk towards it. There's a lot more to do in this chapter. This kind of feels more like the main game. There's a lot more people to talk to and a lot to sort of interact with, but it is still pretty compact, and most of this stuff, I mean, it's not really worth looking at. A lot of stuff we can't use,
Smells
like
good.
the coffee maker and the fire extinguisher and things like that. So we better just go talk to our friend here, Roman. Oh geez, I was gonna say.
You scared me.
Let's see what he has to say.
He's hungry. Guess he knows it's feeding time.
And I could be wrong, but I think that's the cop that Wyatt and
bad for it.
Eddie run over.
Yeah, well, at least we found a way for him to be useful. You know, your sister said she wouldn't mind doing this.
Roman, we've talked about this. Becca doesn't need to deal with this kind of thing.
Listen, I know you think that giving her an easy life is what's best. It's really not.
This is far from an easy life, Roman.
You know what I mean. She needs to know the sacrifices we have to make to survive in this world.
As long as she knows how to protect herself, it's fine. I don't want her to stop caring about people.
Okay. What's that one eating?
I don't know. I'll check it out.
I gotta get back out front. Looking forward to that soup.
So I guess they use these guys as an alarm system when there's walkers nearby, or maybe other humans. They can hear them getting riled up. That's kind of disgusting. Would you even need to feed them? I mean, really, do they need to be fed, or do they just kind of continue on for all of eternity? I really don't know. So this walker over here, I think, is the elderly woman that we saw in Russell's chapter. Let's have a closer look. I think she's eating a puppy. Aww.
Ugh.
So my assumption is probably that Nate probably killed the husband and shot him in the head so he wouldn't come back, and then maybe the wife just bled out, or he shot her again to kill her, because she's a walker, but I don't see her husband, so that's interesting.
Oh, Jesus, don't ever fucking do that again!
Whoa! What's your problem? I do this all the time. You don't get all pissed off.
I'm sorry. It's just the watchdogs. I guess they found a puppy.
A puppy?
Yeah. I guess it just got to me. You know, it was so little. You don't think about babies anymore, but after a while you just kind of accept this is it.
Yeah. I guess you kind of forget.
Right? But then, you know, there it is. You see it and you want to protect it, and now it's gone.
That sucks. Maybe if Clive dies next, we can put him out there instead. He'd make a better watchdog anyway.
Wow, real nice.
Becca.
Shel, Becca! Something's going on outside.
What is it?
I don't know, something bad. We gotta find Roman.
Interesting that she wants to teach her how to be all empathetic, but she really doesn't seem to be that empathetic to me. Or she's just playing it off with humor.
Come
I
here,
don't know, it's hard
everyone.
to say.
Shit. Come on, we gotta find Roman.
Las matan. Eu só quero viver.
Jesus.
Larga-me.
My God.
Larga-me.
What did you do?
All I did was put on the blindfold and bind his wrists. Somebody else beat him up. He already had the cuts and bruises.
Watchdogs caught him trying to steal supplies.
Is he bitten?
No, they didn't get that close.
What did he take?
Food, medicine, whatever he could get his hands on.
Usual stuff. I couldn't get any other information out of him. I don't think he speaks English.
I can't believe he just snuck in.
The second break-in we've had in the last couple of weeks. Last time we couldn't catch him. And they got away with more medicine than we could afford to lose.
Maybe that's what was in the bag.
We all know what it's
Was
like trying to
medicine
survive
that Dee
out
stole.
there. He just came in here for food. Let's just give him some and send him on his way.
There are more of them? He could have been scouting.
That's right. He could be part of a larger group.
If there were more, I think we would have seen them by now. I mean, nobody travels alone by choice anymore, right?
Well, he's not staying here. You let in a stranger, and everything starts breaking down.
The last time we did that, we lost Bree. And then Vernon with that goddamn boat.
Vernon and the boat are the reason the group fell apart. Not trusting strangers.
So Lord knows what happened
Right
to
there with you
Vernon.
when we jumped that woman and her boyfriend for their boat. That was wrong. That's when our group fell apart.
He can't stay here.
I agree. Keeping him here is not an option. In his condition, he'd be a drain on our resources. Look, we all know what we're talking about here, so let's stop dancing around it. We either let this guy go and take our chances, or we kill him.
Well, I guess it has to be one way or the other.
You're right.
I don't like it,
It's gotta
but
be one
I
or
mean,
the other.
this is the world we live in now.
We're letting him go. It's the only right thing to do.
I'm telling you, we can't do that.
But killing him? Is that really the answer?
Stephanie, Boyd, you two don't think we should kill him. We know where Joyce and Clive stand on the subject. You're the swing vote here, Shel. What's it gonna be?
I usually set him free. Let's kill him this time.
We can't take the risk. We kill him.
I've never seen what happens.
There's
So-
gotta be another way.
Tell me, what if he comes back? With weapons, or a gang? Is it worth losing any one of us?
Jesus. There really is no other choice, is there?
We can't keep him here, and we can't let him go.
Let's mob them.
If there's even a
So proud of
chance
you,
of
man.
him coming back, or telling folks that might try to hurt us, we can't risk it. I won't ask you to watch, but if we do this, we're all in it together. If this ever happens again, it's gonna be one of you pulling that trigger.
Let's all stay and watch then. Sure. And then she has more of a chapter because it fast forwards a few days after that.
Do you have any fours?
After you've made your first major choice.
Nope. Do you have any 7s?
If you let him live, by the way, you send him
Yep.
off with medicine and some food.
I miss playing guitar for everyone. It was stupid, but fun. Why don't we do that anymore?
After we had to kill that guy, there's a lot we don't do anymore.
I wish things were still like they used to be.
Well, Roman's too focused on making sure no one's able to break in again.
You know that's impossible, right?
Well, after last time. Roman isn't taking any chances.
And I should fix the loose board behind the storage lots.
Becca, are you sneaking out again?
And I think there's always a break-in, no matter if you kill the guy or not.
Oh, God, do you know how dangerous that is?
It's not dangerous. There's nothing out there but slow-ass
What
walkers.
are you talking about? We've had 2 break-ins already. Anyone could be out there. What if someone sees you and follows you back here?
They won't.
Damn it, Becca.
Shel, I need to talk to you.
It's open. What's going on?
Hey, Becca.
Hey,
When you get a sec, I need you to come out and talk to me. It's important.
Okay.
I'll be outside. You'll see me.
Give us a minute.
Yeah, just don't take too long.
what was that all about?
I don't know. Probably not good, though. Stay here. It'll be just a minute. I'll fill you in when I get back.
Obviously something he doesn't want Becca to know about. And the other thing that changes if you let the guy go is one of your party members dies. I think it's Boyd. I think he dies, and everyone's talking about how he'd still be alive if we killed the guy. But then some of the other group members say even if he did die, he would have agreed with Shel's idea to let him go.
Hey.
Shel, it's Stephanie.
What?
Roman's got her locked up like some kind of animal. They said she was trying to escape. They actually used that word. Escape.
Boyd, calm down.
I knew something like this was going to happen, Shel. I said if we killed that man, we were heading down a dangerous path. And now look where we are.
I'm gonna go talk to Roman.
No, just take Becca and get out of here.
You know I can't do that. Things are good here. We just have to stick together and follow the rules. Just don't do anything stupid.
Oh, so it's interesting, actually, being able to talk to him. I never had a chance to talk to him. It doesn't end well for him, no matter what happens. Now, I don't know how he dies, whether there's another break-in and he dies, or whether his cancer comes back, because remember, they were part of a cancer recovery group. But he's obviously not happy with the arrangement.
Hey, I heard about Stephanie.
Why did she have to do that? We're safe here. There's no reason to want to leave.
I'm sure she had her reasons. I'll go talk to Roman. We'll figure it out.
Maybe she just couldn't handle it anymore. Maybe killing that guy took a toll on her, and she just wanted to break free on her own, and maybe didn't think that we would do anything to her because she's our friend.
Roman?
Good, you're here.
I heard about Stephanie.
I'm sorry.
What are you gonna do?
You know what we do.
What happened?
We caught her trying to escape.
Well, so what, Roman? Ever since the incident, this hasn't been an easy place to live in. If she doesn't want to stay, let her take her chances out there.
Well, A, she had most of our seeds, medicine, and ammo with her. And B, you know we can't let anyone leave who knows where we are. She screwed us, Shel. All of us. And now we're in that position again where we can't keep her here and we can't let her go. You do know why I'm telling you this, right?
Yeah. You said that next time it'd have to be one of us.
You went along with it last time. You weren't convinced it was the right thing to do. Now I need to know that you're with us. 100%.
Let's talk to her first. See if we can talk some sense into her.
No. She tried to sneak out and leave us without any medicine or extra ammo. She knew that could mean the death of any one of us. If we give her a second chance, she might not try to leave so quietly. You got your gun?
It's in the camper.
I'll give you a few minutes to get your head together.
God, what do I tell Becca?
That's up to you. Whatever you say, I'll back you up.
Oh, we don't get to talk to Clive. I wonder why.
Shel? What's wrong? Am I in trouble?
Ah, well, we better tell it to her straight.
What I'm gonna say is gonna be hard to hear.
What is it?
It's Stephanie. She stole a bunch of ammo and medicine and tried to escape.
Oh my god. The hell did she do that for?
Roman says we have to...
Kill her? Yeah. Why would she do this to us?
She's just scared. She made a mistake.
That'll be her last mistake.
Becca, Stephanie is your friend.
Was my friend.
Jesus, this kid's hardcore.
Roman wants me to do it.
I'm sorry. Let's just get it over with. Your gun's over there, in the drawer.
So at this point now, we have a choice. We can grab the keys and take off with Becca and make it out on our own, or we can take the gun and go and kill Stephanie. There's really no other option for us. Obviously, I think Shel's kind of conflicted. And even if you did let the guy go, you still have to kill Stephanie, by the way. And I don't really like either option because I feel like all the food and stuff that we have is here. And if we set out, sure, I would be with me. It would be Shel and her sister, but who knows? They might try and track us down and kill us because we tried to escape, and we're in a similar situation as Stephanie. And I mean, it would just be Shel, Becca, and the camper and a gun with maybe a few bullets in it, but we can't go around stealing supplies either. So you're in a really, really tough situation. So I usually just kill Stephanie and stay.
I don't want this to be who we are.
Just let me do it then.
No, I'll do it. You shouldn't ever have to do something like this. I just need a second.
I wonder if you can let
really
Becca
sucks.
do it. That would be interesting.
Yeah, it does. You know, we don't have to do this. We can just go.
What?
We've survived on our own before. If we just go, we can be out of here before anyone can do anything about it.
Are you crazy? Where would we go? There's nothing out there. As long as we're here, we're safe. The group will protect us.
But for how long?
I don't know, longer than we'd survive out there. Besides, you know the rules. If we try to leave, Roman will hunt us down. We don't have a choice. This is who we are now.
Becca makes a very good point.
Shel, it's time.
It's just like the motor inn. I mean, it wasn't a great solution, and obviously it fell apart over time. I don't see this place being a long-term solution, but I do think sticking to a group is best. And I mean, it's just absolutely brutal to have to kill
I don't
your
ever
friend,
want to put
but
you in danger. If that means this is what we have to become, then it is what it is.
I think if I was Shel, I would drive away. But I'm just kind of thinking more or less for the overall longevity of Shel and Becca's survival. And I think this is by far the most sort of brutal chapter in terms of choices, because it really brings you back to the main game of
Sorry.
just feeling like no matter what you do, there's really no right answer.
Me too.
So we have now reached 400 days, and we automatically get the epilogue.
We were right. There are survivors out here.
Still alive? Oh, they're gonna be happy to get rescued. So how many are we talking about?
Around 5, I think. They left a note, so at least we know they want to be found. And I can see smoke in the distance. Probably a camp. I'm gonna try to make contact tonight.
Great. Well, just be careful and use your best judgment. We're building a good community here. We want to keep it that way.
So obviously you can see that the truck stop idea didn't last long, but that happens anyways, regardless of if you leave or not.
I found him.
Holy shit. Good job. Everything okay?
So far, so good. I'm gonna try to talk to him. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. Be careful. Don't try to force them into anything. Just get as many of them as you can.
You got it. Hey! Don't shoot!
No, I said don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Don't fucking move! Who the fuck are you?
My name is Tavia.
How did you find us?
I follow the smoke. I'm a scout for a growing settlement up north. We go out and look for survivors to rescue them. We have food, clean water, and shelter for everyone. We're offering you a chance to help us out and start over.
God, this sounds too good to be true, but I think it is.
Bonnie, get real. Just because you have to tell the truth all the time doesn't mean everyone else does.
If I didn't trust people, I'd be dead. I know that for sure. People can care about you if you let them.
Like Leland cared when he let you run off alone.
That's enough, Becca. Guys, look. If I learned one thing from Danny, It's that we have to stick together and protect ourselves.
What? That guy was an asshole. You should be happy he got killed before Shel and Becca joined us.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, you find survivors? Do you find a lot?
Not as many anymore, but...
Well, we gotta go. Eddie might be there.
Wyatt.
Look, we need people. Plain and simple. You folks can decide if you want to come as a group, or split up, or whatever. But I don't want to be out here in the open after dark. So in a few minutes, I'm going to be getting back in my car and on my way. Hopefully, at least some of you will follow me.
Shel, why are we even listening to her? She's obviously lying.
Even if she's not, I think it's better to just keep on the move. Staying in one place makes you an easy target. I don't care how safe you think it is.
That truck stop was a death trap. It was right off the highway, for God's sake. No way you and a bunch of sick old people were gonna defend it. I don't like this, guys. We should just walk away. I don't trust her.
Of course you don't, Russell. You don't trust anyone.
Then stay here if you want. I'm not bringing anyone against their will. We only want people who want to be there.
I don't understand what the problem is. Are you really considering staying out here? Foraging for food like fucking raccoons? I mean, then why did we even leave the photos there?
Well, it could be a trap. What if they want to kill us?
Thank you. Everyone out there is batshit crazy. We've all seen it.
Well, we turned out all right, didn't we?
If we wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. I had a gun and snuck right up.
She's got a point.
What's stopping you?
Exactly. Nothing. Look, I know you guys are wary, and you have every right to be. You don't know me from a hole in the ground. And yeah, there are some crazy fuckers out there. All I'm here to do is make an offer. You can come with me, or you can stay here. The choice is yours.
Well, if she's telling the truth, that seems pretty awesome.
Who wants to come with me?
Bonnie's in. Alright, Bonnie. Not Vince.
Yeah.
Wyatt's in.
I have to.
Shel? What about you? No? Really?
I'm just not sure. We've been out here for so long and seen so much bullshit. I mean, is it really worth getting our hopes up?
Of course it is, Russell. Hope is all we've got left.
But being smart, that's what's keeping us alive.
Some of you may have been separated from friends or family. It's a long shot, but there's a chance you could find them there.
Have your people been through Statesboro?
Yes, I think we have.
Okay, but I swear to God, if you try anything, you're gonna regret it.
We'll do everything we can to help you find your friends and family. But understand that I can't promise anything.
We understand. I think we've all made up our minds.
Well, I guess we have our group. What do you want to do with these?
Burn them, I guess. The people who want to be saved are gonna go with Tavia.
This is a good thing. I know it is.
And the ones that don't are gonna stay behind, so I mean there's really no point in keeping those photos up.
How do we know this will work out?
You don't.
You don't.
Very hard choices to make once again, but a big settlement is probably better than a small group. I mean, it seems like they really got their shit together. And here we can see all of our choices. 70% of people shot Justin's foot off, probably because he's an asshole. And 50-50 staying in the car. I'm not sure, again, if that is because 50% of people will either lose or win the rock, paper, scissors game, or if you have the option to stay with Eddie. So I'm not too sure about that one. You and 75% of players left Nate. 25% of people were honest with Leland. I'm really surprised that's not higher. And you and 25% of players killed Stephanie, which doesn't surprise me. I think most people would probably leave in the RV. And you can see the final outcome. Now this is actually interesting because I usually always get Wyatt and Bonnie will always come, like no matter what choices I make. Vince has never once come with me. Russell usually stays behind, but I usually get Shel and Becca to come with me. So usually Russell and Shel are reversed, with Russell and Vince staying behind and the other three coming with me. I'm sure there's a way to get all of them to come or all of them to stay. And I'm gonna assume in Shel's case, the deciding factor was killing the guy versus letting him go. Because usually I let the guy go and kill Stephanie, and she and Becca will come with us. And I think that DLC is kind of a segue into the Walking Dead Season 2. Like I said, I haven't played it and I know very little about it, and I plan on doing it sort of blind for the channel. So if that's the case and you see these characters in Season 2 and my choices in this make a difference, that's going to be really interesting too. I'm not sure if that will change anything at all, but that is something I'm definitely going to be looking forward to. And I'm also going to be looking up to see if Vince will ever come with you. Maybe you have to take Justin with you instead of the other guy, or you have to make a different decision as to where to dump the gun or something. I don't know. But like I said, he's the only one. I have never ever gotten him to come with me. But then on the other hand too, I've never had Bonnie or Wyatt say they're going to stay behind, so this is also interesting too. You can notice on this credit crawl, you're seeing the fates of the other people that you left behind. You can see that there's the cop and Nate and Eddie, and that looks like the cop that we saw at the truck stop. So I think I was right about that. You can see Justin crawling on the ground there, and the elderly couple. So again, I mean, that credit crawl might change depending on who you pick, so I'm always just so amazed by all of the different choices in this game. It will never cease to blow my mind. So that's it. We are finally done 100% with The Walking Dead. I'm really hoping to come back and do Season 2 blind for you guys on the channel. I think that will be quite an adventure. So again, thank you all so very much for watching all of these and for all your support, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon with more Walking Dead.